So a couple of weeks ago, I got this encyclopedia. This is titled The Cambridge Biographical Encyclopedia, put together by David Crystal. This is what my edition looks like. It's an older edition. And it's a very heavy book, about 4 pounds heavy, has some 1,300 pages. And just some information about it from the back cover. The book includes comprehensive coverage on 25,000 people, dead and alive, and it's divided into 4 sections that are fully cross-referenced. Okay, the first section is an A to Z dictionary, which includes about 16,000 biographies of individuals from different ages, different time periods. It has a section on contemporaries. It has a section on connections. I took a look at that. That's really interesting. It includes 50 essays on key figures in exploration, history, ideas, the arts, science, technology, and more. It also has a ready reference section with essential facts on more than 10,000 people and a collection of instant answers, short answers about rulers, royalty, entertainers, prize winners, sports personalities, record holders, and more. I will place a link for this, an Amazon link at the bottom, if you want to get the book for yourself. I would highly recommend it. I'm already enjoying it very much. It's a very nice reference work. It's not your typical book that you sit there and read for hours, page by page. You can just flip through different sections of the book and find information on different topics that interest you. Obviously, I'm a musician, so for me, I just started on page 1 and looked for musical personalities and found 3 that I'd like to share about in just a few words today. And the first one, right here on page 16, the name is Tomasso Giovanni Albinoni. And here's what the entry says. He lived between 1671 and 1751. He was a composer born in Venice, Italy. He wrote 48 operas and a number of concertos which have been revived in recent times. He was one of the first composers to write concertos for solo violin. What I knew Albinoni for all these years was actually one of his most famous pieces called Adagio. I think it's in G minor originally, and that is for string orchestra, I believe, but it's been arranged for different instrument ensembles, especially for guitar ensembles as well. Like there's some famous guitar duos that played that arrangement, an arrangement of that piece, and also quite a few guitarists wrote solo arrangements of that piece. So I'm going to place a link for that song at the bottom. Maybe you can listen to it when you get a chance. So that's Tomasso Giovanni Albinoni. The second entry that I found a few pages down, I think, yes, Domenico Alberti. It's funny because I did a video on Alberti a while ago. Alberti, I have to take this cover off because the book is so heavy that the cover is kind of coming off. Here we go. So, Domenico Alberti, if you're a piano player, then you already know who I'm talking about, I hope. He lived between 1710 and 1740, short life. He was a composer born in Venice, Italy, another Italian composer. His music is almost entirely forgotten, but he's remembered as the inventor of the Alberti bass, common in 18th century keyboard music, in which accompanying chords are split up into figurations based upon each chord's lowest note. So just a quick explanation of what that means. If you think of your left hand on the piano, think of your C triad notes, C, E, G. So what Alberti did, he took that chord, C, E, G, and created a pattern like so. Bottom, top, middle, top. C, G, E, G. C E G. I'm sorry, C G E G, C G E G. Bottom, top, middle, top, bottom, top, middle, top. And I have a full video on Alberti bass. I'll place the link at the top and also at the bottom if I get a chance. If you want to learn more about Alberti bass, feel free to take a look at that. So that's the second entry I found, Domenico Alberti. I think there's one more I found. I'm not going necessarily in alphabetical order here. Yes, here's the third one I found. This is the great Isaac Albeniz. He lived between 1860 and 1909. He was a composer and pianist born in Camprodon, Spain. He studied under Liszt, the great Liszt, and became a brilliant pianist and composer of works for piano based on Spanish folk music, notably his Iberia, which was written between 1906 and 1909. He also wrote several operas. Now, if you're a pianist, you already know who Albeniz is. If you're a classical guitarist, you will also know who Albeniz is, because a lot of his works were transcribed for the classical guitar by people like, Tárrega, Llobet, Segovia, and 1,000 other guitarists, right? John Williams. I do have kind of a silly video on Albeniz's Asturias. I'll place the link at the top and at the bottom if I get a chance, where I take the guitar and I tune it in different tunings and try to play through Albeniz's Asturias and see what happens. So feel free to take a look at that. So those are my three composers for today out of the, what's my cover? Out of the Cambridge Biographical Encyclopedia. I highly recommend it. It's a great reference work. My edition is 1994, so it's a bit old. There are probably newer editions, but still I highly recommend this if you're looking for a great reference work that's in one volume, that doesn't come in like 12 volumes, right? Just a great thing to have in your bookshelf and to visit occasionally. Thank you for watching today's video. If you have questions or comments, feel free to write them at the bottom. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you are very welcome to do that. Also, don't forget to give this video a like. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.